Hi, this is the Dance of the Lakota. Lakota speaker came out and her little 5-year-old daughter did a dance, and then she did like a powwow dance. Anyway, she also spoke for about 30 minutes. That's going to be in the next video about, I guess, all the injustices and grievances that the Native Americans went through. A lot of that information I did not know. Anyway, I will share that in the next video. I'll share that in the next video. That said, let's get to it.
Watch this bow and arrow. So simple that we put it at the end of our prayers. Sometimes we utilize it in a prayer all in itself. What we say in our Lakota language is Midakoye Owase. And what that means is we are all related. We are all relatives. Because we believe there is one creator who has created everything that is living in this world, in this universe. It should never matter the color of our skin, the language we speak, or where we even live in this world, because we all come from that same creator that makes us relatives, that makes us connected, that makes us one. There's a prophecy made many years ago by an older Lakota man, and he talked about in this prophecy how our sacred hoop of life is broken. That's why our world is the way it is today, he says. That's why we have the division, the racism, the fighting, the wars. But he says one day, he says, there's going to be people that come from many different directions. They're going to have different colors of skin, different cultural backgrounds, some of them even speaking different languages. But he says, when they come together, they're going to gather as one with an open mind and an open heart. And he says, when this happens, the mending of that sacred hoop of life will begin, and our world will start to become a better place. And even though we are gathered here at Crazy Horse Memorial, this always gives me hope, because you think about it, we all come from different directions. We have different colors of skin, different cultural backgrounds, but yet we're here with that open mind and that one mind, one heart. And this gives me hope that maybe this prophecy will begin, and that someday that these little children that are here, that they're going to be able to experience a world far greater than what we have today. One filled with more love, kindness, compassion, acceptance. Our Lakota word in our language for children is Wakaija, especially those little ones. Waka means sacred, Wakaija means the sacred beings. We call them this because of where they just came from not too long ago. They're born into this world already knowing how to live life with Midakoye Owase. And if you ever watch them play, they're beautiful teachers, especially those little ones, because they show us when they interact with other children at that young age, they remind us of the teaching we're all born with. And if you ever watch them play, they never judge on differences. They don't care about the color of skin, the cultural backgrounds, and they can even laugh and play with each other, speaking different languages. I've witnessed this many times before. Unfortunately, it's when they grow older, a lot of them forget this because they see what is role modeled around them in our society, and they start to forget because they start to fear what is different than themselves. But it is my hope that it's this children's generation that will bring us together and unify us and be able to see the beauty that Creator has created here on Uchimaka, Grandmother Earth, the beautiful diversity, beautiful languages, cultures, and colors of skin. I love children so much. I work with them for my professional career. And over the years, it's never mattered the color of their skin or their cultural background. When they walk through my office doors, there is always a common question asked, and that is, why do people do hurtful things? It's a difficult question, even for us as adults, because sometimes we ask ourselves that as well too. I came out here to these beautiful Black Hills, and I asked Creator for guidance in my work with these children. 2 nights later, something beautiful happened. I was given a dream where a very, very old man came to me, and in this dream, he took me someplace undescribable for words, and he showed me something beautiful. And he asked me to share a message with as many children and people as possible. I took his message, I turned it into a story. Later, by popular request, I self-published into a book. And I was fortunate enough to win the Great Plains Emerging Travel Writers Award for this book up here that I have for sale. I have these for sale for $20, cash or card up here on the stage in a minute. But it's people like you who take this old man's message and put it into many different homes, classrooms, and libraries. On behalf of my daughters and I want to say Pila Maye, which means thank you for coming today and allowing us to share a small glimpse of who we are as Lakota and Dakota people. You know, with that, we want to wish you safe travels. And in my language, I always like to say, Doksha Akewachionkikde, which means we will all see each other again. And I believe this, even if this is not in this physical form. So with that, Pilamaye, safe travels, Midakoye Owase. Thank you. There's different parts of the song where we raise our hand up in the air. A lot of people ask us, why do you guys do that? A couple different reasons that I've heard from other different women. One, some of us will raise our hands up in the air to honor the spirit inside that drum, because without that spirit and that drum paired with the singer's voices, we can't have our songs, our dances, our ceremonies, our honorings and such. The other reason is other women say, well, I raise my fan up in the air because I'm acknowledging that healing energy coming from this stress and this dance. So we ask that energy, these feathers help spread that energy out to whoever's meant to reach you today. Now we're going to showcase to you 2 styles of the jingle dress. The original old style that my daughter Sophia is going to be showcasing, and the contemporary style that I'll be showcasing. If you went to a powwow, you would notice that there's 2 songs that we always contest to. For jingle dress dancers, that first song is what we call a straight song, our opportunity to showcase our own individual style. The second song is...
Okay, this is the conclusion of this video. I hope you enjoyed. I am going to, the next video is going to be the Lakota speaker. She's also, I think, a school counselor as well. Anyway, and she shared a lot of information, a lot of grievances and injustices that the Native Americans went through. Some of it I knew, some of it I didn't. Anyway, anyway, I will share more and talk about that more in the next video. And I hope everyone has a good week. God bless. Peace.